I guess we'll get a mic check. Oh, I hear my voice. Hopefully we're balanced. Alright, have the... Whoa. That's a lot of regression. Have the mic... Excuse me. Have the microphone set up. Hopefully the audio is nice and balanced in between all the clicking. I think I sound pretty clear in the playback. Just give me a moment. Okay, hopefully I sound nice and clear. I'll be back in just one moment. Okay, alright. Yeah. Wow, it's been a few weeks. This might be the only time I can do this month, but we got 8 people in. Wow. It's pretty humbling. Let's see here. It looks like William is here, Toasty is here, Juan is here, Ram is here. Yeah, if you're there, don't be shy. Let's see. Someone's asking about the Sonic movie. Maybe I might next week. I'm trying to be very selective. Tony Balance here. Good to see you, Tony. I don't remember if you got the link or not, but you're here anyway, so that's cool. Yeah, I thought of you and Mr. Top 10 List because Mr. Top 10 List likes the Game Boy version of this game, and I thought it was just intriguing in general when you talked about how this game's mechanics are a little bit more intricate than they might seem. William says he had his birthday. Okay, happy birthday, William. Toasty is right. I'm having some hot swing. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm playing the Switch version, as you can see. The actual Neo Geo ROM cartridges are. I don't think for this they'd be too expensive, but I mean they're still a few $100s, and this is just simpler. These were ported by Hamster, and this is just one of Data East's most well-known games. What I really love about these remasters, and by the way, they're on PlayStation 4 if you don't own a Switch. That's another modern console. I'm not sure if they're on Steam or not. But these give you the Japanese and the English ROM, the ones that Hamster did. They also did the same thing for Puzzle Bobble and Puzzle Bobble 2. And I think some of the other ports they've done. Yeah, right. They have it for Garu Mark of the Wolves, which we also have right here. So that's cool. If everybody can see it just fine right here. This one, not YouTube. But anyways, in any case, we're going to do a little bit of Magical Drop. And like one thing that Tony pointed out is that the Japanese versions of Magical Drop 3, they actually have voices for the characters. And the English one, I think they have like a generic male one and a generic female one. So we'll probably... I mean, we could just do a quick comparison, but I'll probably just be playing the Japanese version. There's also just a lot of text that is missing. Carlos says that William is now old enough to go into debt. Oh, man. Try not to go into debt. I don't know if I'm giving too much information, but I have paid for very few things with credit in my entire life. But I could just show something very quickly. And if anybody has anything to add about the Magical Drop games, please feel free. I'm just going to get rid of this ugly wallpaper because I hate it. You enjoyed the Sonic movie? That's cool. Not everybody might have seen it, so maybe we might want to give it a few weeks to talk about it. I was probably going to wait until next week to see it. If the game's too loud, if I'm too loud, just let me know. Because I did take my headphones off. Trying to be a little bit less cramped. And more free. So it's cool if you can see in the upper left-hand corner. I can actually... one thing the Switch version lets you do is control the reverb and the sound waves. If you can hear the difference. You can do it. You can see the waves there. But this one seemed the less tech. Perfect audio level. Cool. Alright, so I'll just show the quick differences with the English version, but we'll probably play in the Japanese version because that just has more content. We'll see how far we can get. But I think it's funny that there's a clown. It talks about controlling the clown. Just the fact that the game does it with a straight face is amusing to me. But something about Magical Drop, one of the English versions was called Chain Reaction, that I didn't really pick up until recently, is that you can still do the way the combos work when the reaction is still active. You can still add things to it, so that makes the mechanics very interesting. Let's see. The characters are all named after the tarot cards. I will pick the world because she's naked, and that's pretty cool. But I think she has I think they just have one generic voice for the female characters, and the taunts are not very interesting. Just like, I'm gonna beat you. But the dialogue is more interesting in the Japanese version. The world was she was kind of like an internet meme in the mid-2000s or so. But I'll hush up so y'all can hear the game. Hey, that was pretty cool. Yeah, people like to re-edit her sprite. For if you're half paying attention, the world is the character on the left side, the goddess in wearing the revealing what can barely be counted as an outfit. Toasty, who the hell is Ninty? Nintendo? Nintendo! Down she goes. Who's on the right? The character on the right there, the female character, she's called Lovers. They're all named after tarot cards. And the world, the lore of the games, they talk about how she's loving and motherly, like Mother Earth, like the Earth. Or the song "We Are the World." It's all very layered. No, I mean the character to the right. I think she has the same voice as Lovers, so it's just a little bit generic. Now let's see who's better. Just. I picked this magical drop in particular because people I speak to say that this is the best in the series. The first one was made for some kind of Data East JAMA, but Magical Drop 2 and 3 were made for Neo Geo hardware. The world, she's actually the final boss of the first Magical Drop game. Let's see. Ryan's saying he's not Iron Man. Good to see you, Ryan. What do you mean exactly? I can't go stream crazy like I did last year, but it was, I got off at a decent time today, so I can do this. Good to see. Ooh, this is getting pretty tight. Nope, lost. Hopefully that gives you a good comparison. I'll be doing the Japanese version now, if nobody minds. Let's see. Juan is referencing to something very silly that only a few people are going to get. What do you mean, Brian? Why are you saying that you're not? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not sure what to say other than, watch what you eat, rest. There's not much else you can do. So yeah, we'll be doing the Japanese version for the sake of comparison. I think I like the character voices better. They're at least a bit more diverse. So we'll see how far we can get, and then I will move on to Puzzle Bobble 1 and 2. He says rest, but he's giving like a pondering face. Anyway, good to see you. I'm sorry I haven't been terribly talkative about them, but I have liked your recent content, your recent articles. It's all been very good, and I think the effort's shown. So we'll try the world one more time. I believe that the characters you pick, it changes their patterns, but I'm just not versed enough in the specifics to know the difference. I just like the world, so that's why I pick her. Let's see. Is Earthworm Jim better on Genesis, Saturn, or SNES? I've never played it on Saturn, so I think I might have to go with the Genesis version. And I really like the music in the first stage in particular. Ryan, if you're still here, are you familiar with this game, Magical Drop? William wants to know, how is Valentine's Day? I worked for 8 hours. And then I had dinner and got food poisoning and went to bed early. It's amazing. It's too bad I have to just kind of plow through it. I like this background for lovers. Girl to the left is lovers. So yeah, there you can probably hear the difference in voices. I don't know. I'm probably never going to eat shellfish again in my life. I swear to God, every time I do, it's followed up by a lot of vomiting. Sorry to hear that. Stacked the deck myself, no one else to blame. At least I'm still alive. Yeah, partial nudity combo. Love it. How's the stream looking? Okay, there were a few times where it looked like it was bottlenecking in the preview window, but I'm not sure. Does the bitrate look good? Like out of the corner of my eye it does, but I don't know. Game start though. Okay. Down goes Devil. Let's see. Toasty says that he's physically unable to vomit. I don't know how that's possible. I'm not saying that vomiting is good for you, but vomiting is a response so that your body repels things that are bad. So, you know, it's a defense mechanism. Alright, World versus Star. The water maiden girl. Good to see you, Michelle. Oh boy. Good to see you, Michelle. Right now I'm playing Magical Drop 3, which, if you remember correctly, Mr. Top 10 List likes the Game Boy Color version of this game. I picked this one in particular because this is generally considered to be the best game in the series, really. I am on the left, in case you're wondering. Oh, it's not good, no. Oh. Let's see. Juan is mentioning JoJo Part 3 Final Battle. Very funny, because JoJo does tarot cards. I'll try another round as the world, and then if you all want me to pick another character, I'll let you put a vote to it. Yeah, I saw a lot of that stream. Not all of it, but a lot of it. The one that Mr. Top 10 List did at Michelle's place, and it looked like a lot of fun. I hate the fact that I can't be there. Breaks my heart. The world. But good to good. I was about to say good to see you. Good to see you, Michelle. I'm not sure if this game will be up your alley, but you know, it's about what you leave behind or something to that effect. Carlos is the most adorable puzzle game ever. Yeah, it really is, because like the dialogue that got left out of the English version, the stuff that gets translated, yeah, a lot of the world's dialogue, in particular, is her like having concern about the other characters' well-being. So I guess we need some wholesome magical drop meetings or something. Do plenty of streams this year. Oh my god. No, that's game over unless I can get something out quickly. Nah. Alright. So, I'll stop using the world there. Is there another character y'all want me to pick? This is on a time limit, so... The Fool, Magician, High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, Lovers, the Sun, Star, Devil. Let's see, Juan says the Hangman. Is he available here? Who else would you like me to try? The Tower. I don't think either of those characters are available. Unless I missed something. I don't think any of these characters is a tower. Justice? Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. The Fool. We'll try the Fool next time. But I believe that your character, it's not just aesthetic. I think it has something to do with the way their stuff forms, their gems form. Oh no, there is a justice. Oh, were you trying to pull my leg? Was that it? People always trying to pull my leg. It's not very nice. That was cool. There is no justice. There is justice, there is some justice, there is no justice. Justice versus the Fool. Ryan, are you... You meant Judgment? Okay, we could probably try Judgment one time. Ryan, are you familiar with this game? If he's still here. All these characters are based on tarot cards? Yeah. That they are. Not much in the SNK stuff. Data East actually made this game, but It first appeared on the SNK console, so okay. This is not good. No. This is one of Data East's more successful games. Okay. We'll try Justice one more time. We'll see what you guys want and try to do at least 2 good runs with them. And I'll probably try to keep this running. Maybe I think I'll cap it off at 2 hours and 30 minutes. That'll be like my hard limit. Past stomach. No, Carlos, this is Magical Drop 3. It's very similar to Magical Drop 2, but it has more characters and a few other tweaks here and there. And I hear that it's the best in the series, so that's why I have it. So I'm playing it. The fool's voice is ridiculous. But I'm doing better. Okay, there we go. Not having Chinese food for a while. Oh boy. Well, I hate to go there, but I'm starting to think in hypotheticals and think about fantasy worlds that almost conform and align with our reality, but don't quite do. And try to think about all the possibilities of the way life played out. I think if there was a world where most meat didn't exist and it was introduced as a food, that it would be classified as a biohazard. Because, like, just thinking about all the guidelines about how to safely serve chicken makes my head spin. It's crazy to me. But I'm not a dietitian, so what do I know? The game audio sounds pretty distant. We can make it a little bit louder. Most likely a sick coworker. We should ban those people for life. You're not wrong. Same with fish. I don't think it's to the extent of working with chicken, though. And I say this as some experience working in the meat industry. Oh boy. Let's try that. Bill Gates trying to kill us all. Yeah, I also have a lot of doubts about lettuce too. Fish is a lot safer, but needs to be properly cleaned. Yeah, I'd say so. Alright, I believe this guy's name is. He's not. I think he's not Justice. Strength. I'm not an expert on these games. Emily's traveling. Oh, okay. Juan likes the Yu-Gi-Oh video. Well, thank you, Juan. That was a bit of a struggle to make, even though it's kind of simple. The thing is, it's hard to make something that's based on, you know, a battle simulator interesting and accessible. You know what I mean? Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god. All this talk about senescence is making my skin crawl. You horrible people. Oh gee. Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about that too much anymore. Let's see. William is asking I don't know. A lot of these mythical creatures, they can be so androgynous. I mean, if you actually read the Bible, I don't think angels technically have genders, and the way that they're presented, they just come off really androgynous to me. But, you know, I'm not a priest, so what do I know? You think everyone's a chick in this game? No, I don't believe so. There's a few overtly masculine characters, such as the Emperor, Chariot. There's an older man, but there might be a certain degree of androgyny going. Let's see. Baker's talking about the Bible. Well, Michelle, there's the Old Testament is in common with Jewish stuff, so there's that. What if they're masculine, female? Could be. Huh. I don't know. I didn't make the game. I wish I did. No. Oh no. If it's not in the Old Testament, you don't know. Troublemaker. Tony, was the audio better? All right, let's see. Speaking of Tony, I think Tony wanted me to try Judgment. So we'll try it. We'll try playing as her. Or him. I don't want to make any assumptions. There's Judgment. Oh yeah, that was Judgment. There we go. The Old Testament is fun. The New Testament is... We're being really controversial today, aren't we? Yeah, I don't have a strong read about Judgment. They could surprise you. We'll say they to be safe. Coleman, yay, Mr. Top 10 list. Yeah, well, we did this first because we wanted you to catch this. I was kind of just like dicking around for a little bit, but we're a few stages in. Ay. But yeah, I really wanted you to catch this whenever you got here, so that's why I decided to do it first. Something about soda. I rarely drink soda. As Mr. Top 10 list might know, that basically the only soda I drink is Coke Zero, and that's not all the time. No, it is not. Defeated. I don't know who this character is. Really drink soda anymore. Cool. You want something cool for? Yeah, I used to like Jones soda. You used to never drink soda, then you moved to the US. Yeah, that's we really get our priorities out of whack over here. Don't we? There we go. You never knew what all the fun motions in the game look like since they simplified it on Game Boy. I think this character is called Strength. Yeah, Mr. Top 10 list, I'm playing as Judgment, in case you were wondering. I don't think I'm doing too bad since I've only played on 3 credits so far. I've never practiced much with this game. Just winging it. Just trying my best. Gambatate. More or less. You want Judgment Meter to play Judgment? We'll see if we can work a non-union contract that she can agree to. Because anything else is out of the question. No. Star is your favorite? Hey, GameStar is here. Hey, GameStar. I'm playing Magical Drop 3 on the Nintendo Switch. This is the Neo Geo MVS version. We'll do Star for Mr. Top 10 list. see, Carlos said something in katakana that I can't read from over here. Star is adorable. Yeah, I changed her hair color a little bit. Hopefully that won't cause a controversy. You're watching Dr. Sleep, but you wanted the misses. I wanted to see that, but because that movie didn't do so great in terms of money, it was not in theaters in my area for very long. Like every other time when it was playing, I was either working on video projects or looking for a day job. So I couldn't get to see it. But it's funny you say that because I have for some reason been going into Stephen King world again recently, and maybe some of you saw my post where I was just reading a part in Under the Dome, and I really laughed my ass off because sometimes, and I don't want to get into this too much because some of King's content is, let's be honest here, X-rated, and I try to keep this channel like PG-13. But there's just that one little passage, that one little bit of prose in Under the Dome that was so ridiculous. It was so absurd. Oh my god, it made me laugh. Just about as hard as one line from It that I can't talk about here because it's X-rated, and yeah. And down goes Star. Star looks at her. Dr. Sleep felt like a Goosebumps episode. You make the most of make the most out of what? Can you find Grover? Grover is not in this game. I don't think comparing it to Goosebumps is a compliment. Well, yeah, the title Dr. Sleep is a nice little bit of Stephen King gallows kind of comedy. He's pretty good at that kind of stuff. Sleep is for the weak. You sleep so that you're healthy. But oversleeping is not good for you. We're getting into the final bit of stages here. You're a fast sleep. Yeah, I used to have a really bad sleep schedule, and I try to do, I try to get more than I used to, but it's not always easy. Mr. Sandman will help you sleep, oh boy. Why is Star so sad? Because I'm losing. I gotta win, then she'll be happy. That's very bad. Nope. Melatonin can help you regulate your sleep. Other characters have less of a sad face. Let's see. What other characters did people want? I'm gonna try to pause this. So we did the world. Somebody wanted. I think somebody wanted the Fool. You want lovers? You already got Star. Don't be greedy. We'll do the Fool and then do the Emperor. So when the cards from Ogre Battle are having a puzzle war. It's more tarot cards are having a puzzle war. Alright, I'm Fool versus Tower. Let's try again. Ooh, that's not good. Actually. Nope. That was dumb on my end. I'll check chat in a moment, just getting caught up into it. Getting into it like those Game Boy commercials. That should be it, yep. An even 10. I like even numbers. Like 167. That's a very nice even number. I forget her name, but she's the final boss. Is that what you're saying, Juan? See, somebody's asking about DJ Weird Sister. I'd love to see her make a return. It just doesn't seem likely. But whoever said that, you're not the only one. Trust me. I can't really see the name out of the corner of my eye. I was hoping that would be a winning combo. Nope. Oh no. Yeah. Alright, I'll try another character. Let's see. Juan wanted the Emperor. There's your emperor. All right. I like how when he's losing, the Emperor's laughing mad. That's funny. Down she goes. Batman Beyond video. Yeah, I did not comment on it, but I did see it, yes. Very odd topic. He somehow found a way to make it work. Made a good use with all the clips. And I guess she got reverted to a baby. That's Magical Drop 3. So let's see, I had 9 game overs. I've done worse. I think this is the first time I've done a full run of the game, actually. Other times I usually play endless mode. Yep, that's the game. Okay, and the cats on the bottom are reacting to my joystick presses. Those jokers. That's funny. Juan says, see the purple hair girl. I don't know what you mean. Now, one thing I could probably do, maybe I could try caravan mode to see how far I can get. That's a 1 credit challenge where you see how far you can get in 5 minutes. See what kind of score you can get. Let's see. That's the Empress. I think that's what Juan meant. Let me try as the Empress. Okay. I might do a bit more world for Mr. Top 10 list because I think he missed her. Yep, that's the noblewoman laugh, alright. Damn, the Empress is... You troublemakers. Let's see. Carlos is pressing C 3 times while highlighting death. At 13 seconds, well... Interesting. We'll try that. We'll try that if I get a game over as Empress. That's what I call a killer combo. Master combo. Quad combo. You're not gonna pay for the fire. I'm assuming you're talking about Byleth. I think Sim had an automatic subscription for her. Cause he really wanted all that DLC. Oh no, that's not good. Nope. Do I know SpongeBob? Yeah, I like SpongeBob to a point. Alright, highlight death. Press C. Press C 3 times. Is that it? Let's not talk about that one. That's a very ugly situation. Let's not talk about that. So highlight her at 13 seconds. Press C 3 times. Is that what you were telling me? Let's not talk about that, please. Alright, let's see if I got my buttons right here. I don't get it. I pressed C. What the hell? What went wrong? What did I do wrong? Did it have to be exactly at 13 seconds? This is still death. What do people think of Pokemon Home? I don't play Pokemon anymore, so it doesn't affect me. Toasty said yes, but in reference to what? I don't know. On death specifically. What did I do wrong, though? I pressed C 3 times. I don't understand what I did wrong. Is it like 3 quick presses? Is it starting at 13 seconds? Looking forward to the new SpongeBob episode with Keanu and Snoop Dogg. Alright, so we got 3 seconds there. So is it starting at 13 seconds? You press it 3 times. Like, what's the window here? It sounds a bit arcane. 3 quick presses, okay. Is it not quick enough? Alright, let's try again. I'm not sure what I could be doing wrong. Maybe it doesn't work on us. Which version are you talking about? Because this is based on the Neo Geo MVS version. Excuse me. Based on the Neo Geo MVS version. Maybe I'm missing the timing. We can try again. Sometimes it's all in the timing. Who names their kid Fool? Some fool. Yeah, we're going up against the Fool. They're all named after tarot cards. One of the tarot cards is called the Fool. Was it death or the devil? Maybe we got a name mixed up. I'll try with her one more time. Yeah, there nothing happened. I don't know what to say. We'll do the world because somebody missed the world. If they ever had an English version, the world is a character I could see Vanessa voicing, in all honesty. But don't tell her I said that. You missed the 2000s world. Are we talking about, like, what world are we talking about? This world? You tried it right now and it does work. Alright. Alright, so I'm probably missing the timing. Who are the other characters that I'm missing? I would like to try to do that today. Juan said I could see it played by Tara. There's lots of Taras. Tara Strong, Tara Platt, Tyra Banks. Which Tara? What are we talking about? There we go. Okay. Somebody requested Tower. We'll do Tower. It looks like I wasn't doing a good tap tap tap. That was the issue. Tara Reid. Okay, I think my timing just sucked. I mean, you heard the button press, right? You better have heard the button press. tower is pretty frightening, I gotta say. Just really big and colossal. So we'll do this for a little bit longer and then move on to Puzzle Bobble because we're almost at the hour mark. And I spent more time playing this than I thought I have. Hopefully the Data East rights holders appreciate the free advertising I've been doing for them. Data East is now owned by a mobile company. That's right, they're called Gmode. And if you see in the menu, this version was authorized by Gmode. Gmode got the rights to a lot of Data East games. Toasty says he looks like a giant medieval Megazord. That's pretty cool. I like it. If they ever do like a medieval Power Rangers, or Super Sentai. Oh, they're getting pretty dangerously low here. No! Oh! I wasn't expecting that. So it's just gotta be very quick. Okay. It's like a tap tap tap. Frame perfect. Yeah, I screwed it up there. I don't know what kind of towers you've been to, but if I saw one with arms and legs, I'd run. So the bottom line is that I like the Japanese version of this game better. Alright, we'll try one more run, see how far we can get with 1 credit. Would you like me to try Caravan mode, or move on to another mode, or should we move on to Puzzle Bobble after that? Caravan mode? Cool. Any character requests for Caravan mode? When it comes to that. Now, as you can see there, because I skimmed through it, and you know, it's in katakana, but the dialogue is different and more varied than the English version. This is the Japanese version. You want me to do the Fool in Caravan mode? Okay, if he's available. Pretty sure he is. Sun was never on the Game Boy. Oh man. Okay, well, I think I'll do that for you. Just for you. Just going down more Magical Drop trivia. The world was the final boss of the first game. She was not playable until Magical Drop 2. Which is curious because there's nothing antagonistic about her. The dialogue is more varied in the Japanese versions of Street Fighter 2. I didn't know that. I mostly played the English ROMs of those. Versus Chariot. Is Michelle still here? Being a little quiet. That's okay though. She's losing. We get a little bit into Marilyn Monroe territory. I don't know how to feel about that. Like losing Cry. I don't know. Yeah, that was ridiculously close. If I didn't recover like that. Usually when she does the Marilyn Monroe pose, you're in terrible trouble. Just doing stuff? Okay. I'm assuming Ryan got out of here, but I hope he feels better. I don't like hearing that he's not doing well. The final boss is the jet. Yeah, the final boss was Fortune, right? The world versus death. Two forces against each other. Oh boy. Oh no. What the hell was that? The world beat death. Hooray. If you got 100 viewers, that'd be pretty cool. But I mean, only if it felt earned. So I kind of slurred that a bit. Only if it felt earned, you know? No! I play that too close to the chest. Okay, we'll move on to caravan mode, if that's cool with everybody. Better be cool with everybody. So caravan mode, the ACA Neo Geo stuff, you can see it in the other Neo Geo games as well. That I have on this menu here. Sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast. But they all have a mode where you would hypothetically put a quarter in and see how many points you can get in 5 minutes. You're disqualified if you pause the game. So the ROM is based on the English version, though. So the voices will be a little bit different. It makes for a neat little competition. All right. And I think the Fool was requested. We'll go with the Fool. Let's see what I can do in 5 minutes, yo.
Ready? Go.
Boop, bop, beep. Fool versus Lovers. See, William wants to know a game I really want to stream, but I can't. What would be the can't limitation? Because I have stuff that I want to do, but it's not practical. Like, what would be my limitation? The fact that I don't own it? What is WTF cat? Well, I want to do some Sonic the Hedgehog games, but the problem is that there are tons of bottlenecking issues doing any of the Genesis classics. Sonic CD has not been problematic, but the 4 Genesis games and Sonic Mania don't look right on stream. I think the game just goes too fast. And it creates bottlenecking. It looks like a messed up VHS tape. As for stuff that's not practical, maybe you might know I've been taking forever to finish Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. It looks like both my GameCube and my Wii are just giving me a lot of trouble. I think I need to get my GameCube repaired, or I might need to get a new one. And I don't have the fucking money for that at the moment, so. You know, just stuff like that bothers me. I think I do have to get my Wii repaired, because after I got all that Twilight Princess footage for Clover Boy, the thing that makes the disc rotate, the gear, that got really messed up somehow. Gotta go for, yeah. Predictable you. But I'd love to do more Paper Mario. That's kind of an issue. I also want to do one of the Final Fantasy games, but it doesn't seem likely. It's just, there's a lot of things I want to play, and when I play games, I want to relax. I don't want them to be a chore. You know what I mean? So see what's wrong with my GameCube. I think the laser's finally starting to give out. I've tried cleaning it, which I've seen improvement, but it's really struggling to read anything. I have the best results with games that require very little loading. Like, for instance, when I do Zelda Collection, it will run Zelda 1, but like anything on the menus is totally off limits. It's like a bomb waiting to go off. The Midway collections struggle to read on the menus, but they play the games fine. Alright, I'm in caravan mode. I can't pause the game. If you pause the game, it gets your play gets disqualified. Because this is for high score bragging rights. I don't think my score is remotely competitive, though. And that's a wrap. Where do I rank? Where do I rank? Let's see. We're using Sam's account, 369th total. You have a spare lit. Holy crap, man. Jeez. I can't say I've ever installed them before, though. But I'll take it, sure. Let's try high score mode, and then I think that will be the end of Magical Drop for today. Garage sales. They're awesome. Let's see, who was somebody looking for? If your top 10 list wanted the sun, we'll do the sun. I'm never gonna lose to you. Same boring dialogue. Mr. Top 10 list, if you're here, what characters are on the Game Boy Color version? Because I think just a lot of them are not there. Everybody plays SpongeBob on GameCube, no? I wish I still had some of my shovelware games, because, like, the idiot version of me never predicted that YouTube would happen. So, like, I never... Once, you know, we started making videos, I realized there is no such thing as a bad game. I can always try to extract footage for some purpose. That's not true, there are bad video games. But me and Sam, we had a few crappy ones that we traded in. I kind of regret some of those. I never trade in things anymore. I always try to sell them. It's the sun from the Teletubbies. I wouldn't go that far. Good. Baker wants to know games I regret trading. Sam gave Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog to somebody that we don't talk to anymore. And we both regret that because we don't like either of those games, but there's video potential there nonetheless. But I think we had so much, you know, buyer's remorse from those games. We just didn't like them. I feel like they deserve, you know, a certain degree of reevaluation. I used to own Universal Studios Theme Park Adventure. I spent money on that, and I am embarrassed that I bought it. The older version of me was, but I mean that would make a funny ass stream. It's probably like more than what I spent on it now. I haven't checked the prices, but GameCube prices are murder. Yeah, I mean, I just thought Shadow had really shitty physics. But, there's a few things that almost work. Like, the branching paths of the game are interesting. Them trying to make the game edgy kind of stunk. I didn't care for the big voice recast at the time. As I got older, that didn't really bother me so much, but that was a little bit of a bummer at that time. Ow, the edge. No, getting close. I don't know what the sun is saying. Ooh, that was close. 4 kids voice actors in the least kid-friendly Sonic game. Weird, huh? And I don't like... I feel like that game felt very cheaply produced. It's weird, because the cutscenes of that game look really cool, actually. everything pre-rendered, but everything made in the game engine just looks terrible. I don't understand how people defend that game. But I still think it's worth the reevaluation. I really do. I heavily disliked it at the time, but I want to see how I would react to it 15 years later. Can you feel the irony? Does it confuse up your day? I'm a 90s kid. I'm all about irony. But not ironing. Yeah, that's what I call a chain reaction. That was close. Can you feel the irony? Does it... Line.
Ready, go.
Beep. Can you feel the irony? Does it confuse up your day? Everything's ironic. You while the hours away. It's getting pretty ugly. See, I'm a man of culture. To some extent. I think. Look at those high scores to my left. Crazy. I don't think I can remotely compete with any of that. Jeez. Would I even rank? And all is said and done. Nope. Just an amateur. Oh, well. Well, I think, shit, I didn't get to see my ranking. Oh, well. Let's move on to puzzle level. How about that? I think we'll do one round of Puzzle Bobble, maybe do Caravan mode, and then I'll do Puzzle Bobble 2, because I like that one a little bit better. You're gonna tell your kid that's the screaming son? Okay, okay. Puzzle Bobble by Taito. And if you play this on a Neo Geo MVS in the US, this is probably called Bust-A-Move. But the weird thing is that the ROMs, it looks like English and Japanese ROMs were created. Let's see. Asking about Phantasy Star Online 2. Ryan is. I think he participated in the beta. I was not able to. So yeah, Puzzle Bobble, Bust-A-Move. I wonder how far I can get with one credit. We'll see. Wonder what y'all think. And I won't be attempting a one credit run because I'm not there yet. This play at my place, Baker, I didn't have this version at the time. I might have put the Super Nintendo version on my mini, or that might have been in the folder where I put that stuff in, but we did not play it. Maybe you're thinking Panel de Pon. We did play Panel de Pon. Might turn it down a little bit. It's a little loud. This game is pretty loud. I think you might be thinking penalty pawn, personally. Yay. So I don't know if Sean Vincent hasn't shown up here today. I learned a lot about playing this game watching him. It's really crazy. Sean is on a whole nother level from the rest of us when it comes to Puzzle Bobble or the Bust a Move games. Mambo. It is kind of Mambo-like, isn't it? The music. With the music sounds very vibraphone-like. There we go. Rio de Mambo. I don't get it. I feel like I'm missing something. WarioWare Twisted. I don't own it. I have the original one. I have Smooth Moves, and that's about it, actually. So I got a little bit caught up into Puzzle Bobble there. What do y'all think of this game, or have any of you played it? Getting really tricky here. That was close, jeez. Pop goes the weasel. So this version, the song gets old after a while. It's kind of delightfully absurd, but I don't know, it's a bit much. I don't like it when people say I don't want to play that games because that's for babies or worse kitty crap. But this song is pretty. It's a little bit infantile. It's kind of silly, but I still like the series. So if you don't like those games for that reason, you can piss off. Play on Game Boy felt weird. I think the graphics might be just too crushed together to make it cohesive. William wants to know, why are there two Bubs? That's a great question. Let's check chat in a moment. Right, down that goes. There we go. Like there were two Marios in Donkey Kong. Keep an eye on the birdie. This level just kills me. This is when I start losing. I should have been doing caravan or high score mode. I feel like this is when the game starts getting truly tricky. I might have screwed myself. Okay. Pop it, there it goes. This doesn't look too good, but yeah, I can't win this unless like a miracle happens. Yeah, this game over. You know what, Williams, is when one company and their consoles hate on others. You know, Ryan has this thing about how people act in such a way so that they can feel good about having one piece of plastic with chips and circuits in it compared to another piece of plastic with chips and circuits in it. So that's the original version of Puzzle Bobble. We'll try high score mode. But I own a shit ton of consoles, as some of you might know. Probably more than I should have, but yeah. We're in the gamut of quite a few companies too. Excuse me. But yeah, that's very childish and tribalistic and exclusive. As long as they can't afford the consoles and have to justify them as superior purchases, then no. So I'll try high score mode and caravan mode and then move on to Puzzle Bobble too, if that's okay with y'all. And that game has a branching succession system, and I'll let y'all decide on what path you want me to take the game in. Available only in 1995, only on your Ultra 64. That was the campaign, alright? You have Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox consoles? Yeah, I have that. I have some Sega stuff too. I think that's about it for me. Gotta admit, the new Xbox. I mean, I don't have. I barely have enough money to do my goddamn grocery shopping. The new Xbox looks pretty tempting, I gotta say. If they have the backwards compatibility that they're boasting. Sounds tempting. But I'm not buying shit at the moment. I'm not buying anything, you know. That was cool. And we'll get that and that. Oh. What type of game would you like to make? I've had... Oh, that's game over. Where do I rank? Let's see. Yeah, Sean's right there. He's the top. He's truly the top Puzzle Bobble player, and me and Sam, we're 600th. Do I know the way? Do I know the way to San Jose? If I were to make a game, I have a few ideas. I would like to do an RPG or a text adventure game like Phoenix, right? Like, those are things that I think I could realistically do. If I were to, like, actually have, you know, a studio, money, resources, I would love to do something like Devil May Cry. Or a 2D action game. I don't think I would have it in me to make a fighting game. I've kind of pitched a few ideas with friends, like hypothetical fighting games, and I think my issue is that none of my ideas are really like original enough that I think that they would be good. Like some things that I've hypothesized with friends. I think for like 10 years or so, one of my old buddies, we thought of what if there was a Sega versus Capcom. We even wrote up like character move lists and what have you. And I seem to think that a lot of my ideas were just really derivative for it. Even before Marvel vs. Capcom 3 existed, and I thought of what characters I would like to see in the game, what they wound up doing in that game exceeded my imagination, and that what I wanted in my imagination was largely derivative of other games. So hopefully that answers your question. Don't think I would be a great fighting game designer, personally. But if I could, you know, I would love to make like a RPG, like one of the classic Final Fantasies. This is not good. Or what I think would be highly feasible would be something like Phoenix, right? Let's see. If you get a studio, I would love to work on Mr. Top 10 list. Let's see. Oh, wait, I can't pause the game in caravan mode. You can't pause it. Your score gets invalidated. Don't mess me up, guys. Let's see. What if Miyamoto watched my streams? He's an extremely busy man. I don't know why the hell he would want to watch my streams. I'm not even playing a Nintendo game at the moment. I have a lot of respect for independent developers, though. Like, the guy who did Pixel, the guy who did Cave Story. That's a truly independent game. Not like this, made by 20 people for $1 million indie crap. That's a truly independent game. Cave Story. That guy, he just did it all on his own. It's quite an effort. But yeah, I've had ideas for years, but I won't get into them too much because you never know. Some idea poacher might be out there. So yeah, Puzzle Bobble 2, anybody's ever played it? Just because he works at Nintendo doesn't mean he can only watch Nintendo games. He likes Pac-Man, that's true. Also, he's expressed fondness for Nights into Dreams, which I think is really interesting. If anybody knows Nights into Dreams. Pixel is a beast. He even made his own music format. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is tedious to the point that, making a team is, it's just for the necessity of it. All the things you have to consider. Otherwise, it's one person doing it by their lonesome. And I haven't programmed in years. I find programming tedious. Ladies and gentlemen, I met somebody who's worked in the game industry as a producer and as a programmer, Eugene Jarvis, who's made classic video games like Defender and Cruisin' USA. Somebody was asking a programming question. He also did Narc as well. Somebody asked him a programming question when I was at Houston Arcade Expo, and Jarvis said in a crowd in front of a bunch of people, he said, "I haven't programmed a game since the late 80s. Programming is a grunt job. If you do too much of it, it turns your brain to shit." This is a 60-year-old man who's worked on video games for most of his life, saying that in front of a bunch of people. So just remember that. Jarvis is not a bullshitter. I'll check chat in like 90 seconds when the caravan mode's done. I cannot pause the game. Oh, that was so close. Poop, poop, pop. I don't know why I said poop. I'm sorry. I said a forbidden word. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm really in a pickle right now. Yeah, I might be able to get out. Who knows? Yep, that's game over. Where do I rank? Da, da, da. 170. What do you think? One more run or move on to Puzzle Bobble 2? Let's see. He expressed interest in a Sega game. He did it many years later. So I don't know. Let's see, how many Nintendo employees do you think were secret Sega fans? I don't know. That was pretty fierce competition. Programming is fun, but too much of it, you're going to get burned out. Yeah, I used to do stuff in C+ when I was younger. And seeing the results from C were pretty cool, but so many lines of code, it gets really tedious. It's because you work somewhere that doesn't mean you can be found in the competition. I think Reggie in an interview, Reggie Fils-Aimé, even though this was years after those console wars, I think he admitted that he owned a PlayStation 2, but would say that he would prefer it if people played Nintendo games. So there's a certain realness to it. We'll try it one more time at high score mode. Juan gave me a Skullgirls meme, but I don't know what he wanted. Your body is Reggie. Wow. Those are quite a few languages you've done, Toasty. Good job. Yeah, I've always wanted to do something like Phoenix Wright, but I mean, I love those type of old adventure games, but to some people they might kind of be a one-trick pony. I think that's kind of the issue where it would come to marketing them. I'm not sure where the interest would lie. I'm not sure who would care. That's the issue. Yeah, that's a game I can't. That didn't go down too well. I think I scored better that time. There's a lot of interest for adventure games. Interesting. I were to say, got higher in the rankings. I were to say that if I were to do an adventure game, I would like there to be maybe some branching paths or do something a little bit more like a choose your adventure book, but on a bigger scale. Because I think making the game overly linear, that might not be appealing to some people. All right, we'll move on to Puzzle Bobble 2. We'll do this for 30 minutes. They're easy to code, but the art is a pain. That's very true. Gaikutun Saibun, aka the original version of the original Ace Attorney game, they used a lot of that game's data on the freaking sprites, and those caused several memory limitation issues. Juan is referencing the Mario cartoon. You are such a troublemaker, Juan. Yay, Puzzle Bobble 2. I like this game. Probably my favorite of the entire Puzzle Bobble franchise, honestly. Toasty doesn't understand how they could fit it into the cartridge. They were really big. In fact, the reason why Marvin Grossman has so few sprites was because he basically broke that game. I did not mean to hit that button. Oh well, you'll get to see the intro again. Wait. Yeah, isn't that just the cutest intro ever? Okay, now I actually play the game. Let's see how far I can get 1 credit. I expect to start dropping like a fly on stage 8. But I'll let y'all pick the path. So this game goes into a ABCD branching system. So our first choice is... Actually, you know what? I'll see how far I can get 1 credit. Then I'll let you guys pick the paths if that's okay with y'all. Okay. Just to kind of get a feel for it. We'll do a 1 credit play and then try to do the branching paths. Is that cool with everybody? It better be. Doug Lawrence, Doug Hamilton, or Doug Bowser. I'll have to go with Doug Hamilton because I can actually vouch for him. I can't vouch for the other guys, but they're pretty. They're fine, I guess. So. You get more points if the bubble bounces off the wall. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. We go with path C. Well, I'll let you guys vote next time, okay? We'll probably do if and when I lose, because I have a general point when this game starts kicking my hiney. So round 8 on this path is when this game, it just throws what the British would call a spanner at me. Because geez. Gonna go eat with Vanessa. I hope she can make it. I'm basically keeping this going a bit longer. If she's interested. We'll see. I think they're saying Payapa on the top 10 list. Alright, this level is my Achilles heel, my Michael Jordan playing baseball, my I don't know, Batman without the bat suit. It's just some other kind of weakness. Achilles sulking in his tent. This is when I generally start losing. It's kind of like and one of Tony's friends makes fun of me for this. In Donkey Kong Country, I can generally play that game at a pretty good pace, and then there's a level called Vulture Culture, which, by the way, great pun rare. That's funny, Vulture Culture. That level just annihilates me, and then I just can't do the playthrough anymore. This really is the thinking music, huh? No, that's game over. I lost. I only have one move left, and it's not just Bruce Wayne in his costume. He's actually quite capable. Yeah, considering that Batman's my favorite fictional character ever. How dare I? That was my best run ever. Wow. Go me. Let's see. Why are you saying that they're Zelda fans? They're saying something like Payapa. Alright, we'll do one. You want me to attempt a full playthrough and let y'all determine the path? Okay, I think I should start at B because I've already done A, and the other times I've streamed this game I've done A. But what do y'all want? And then going forward, I'll let y'all determine the path. See what ending we get. What do you think? Start at B? And then I'll let you guys vote when we get to the crossroads. B. We get one vote for B. A0, B1 for path B. One vote for path B. It doesn't work when you're making the joke. You think they're saying Impa. But why would they be saying Impa? One vote for path B. Going once, going twice. Chicken soup and rice. Do I have flood control on? Why is nobody responding? Let's see. Software bot says magical drop. That's not a response. Alright, we're gonna do path B. Then y'all vote on the path. And down it goes. B for Batsuit. Yeah, okay, B. Okay. Down it goes. Sorry, I really caught up in the game. I'll get to y'all in a moment. Right, come on, I really need the gray bubble. There we go. Alright, so coming up I think will be paths, we'll see when we get to the map, actually. Alright, we're at the crossroads. Path D or path E? What do y'all want? I think E is slightly more difficult. I'm not sure what each stage leads to. They're both some kind of like seaside world or something, or riverfront. Cluster D or cluster E? Let's vote now. And just give me a moment, because this is taking a little bit of time to load. Excuse me, mate. What stage do we want, people? Cluster D or E? Got one vote for D. Too bad he couldn't make it. It's a shame. Okay. We got one vote for D. D is running unopposed. Gonna give it like less than a minute here. Will it be a unanimous vote, or will this be a battleground? With me, my computer's running really slow right now. Juan just made a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. We'll do Path D. Down it goes. I like how some stages can be very tricky, and then others can they require a lot of thinking. Like the next one coming up. Oh boy. Good. Oh, damn. I can see why these stages, they just kill me. Oh my god. Yeah, like one little bad move like that can really cost the whole thing. That misplaced green shot is just really bad. When you get a game over, the guide reappears, which makes it, easier to figure out where the hell your shots are gonna go. But I might have really just screwed it all up now. Sorry about all the grunts of effort. No, that's game over. Try again. Let's try again. Yes, stage 8. What a beast. At least for me. Me and my quest to get better at this game. I think that sucks too. Just a bad draw. I don't know what it is. Nope. No. To see how precise that is. There we go, better. Now, what makes this stage tricky, I mean, at least for me, I mean, this one bothered me a lot when I was trying it earlier. You really have to think about the combos because with the puzzle starting so low, you can only make so many moves. Remember, the thing coming down, it's kind of on a timer, but not really. It's all input based. That it comes down faster the more moves you make. It's all an illusion, but you have about less than 2 minutes to beat the stages. Chain reaction, chain reaction, chain reaction. Yeah. Take that, you lousy cluster. What have you done for me lately? Down that goes. So everyone's going to bed. Why go to bed? Tomorrow's a Sunday unless you work like me, like a sucker. And then comparatively, look how freaking easy that stage was. The stage is much easier too. Too bad Sunday will be... Okay. Next set, Path G or Path H? Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to upvote the stream. Helps us out a lot. These are important, but so are those thumbs ups and downs. Path G or Path H? We got one vote for G. G for Gonzalez, I guess. Any more votes? One vote for G. Anybody want H? G for Sunday. We'll go with path G. Oh, don't want to exit the game. No. Okay. Excuse me. G for Grover. Oh, man. Set myself up for that one. Here's another tricky stage, but not impossible. Just tricky. This is my favorite song in the game. It's serious thinking music. Yeah, this is another level that kills me, and not in a good way. But yeah, if you have a Switch or a PS4, I highly recommend this one. This has brought me a lot of joy. This particular version. This may sound like blasphemy. I've probably played this more than I have Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild, and I actually like those games. Wait, that reminds me, Michelle, you have a Switch, right? You got one recently. Or did I misunderstand something? There's a good way to get killed. I mean, there's some people who use the term killing it, and they use it both positively and negatively. That's a game over. Run out of moves. What games do you have? I was surprised when I heard that. I thought, man, getting a PS4 like that is a pretty big investment, but like a Switch, man. Must have had some cash that day. You play Marvel Infinite. What'd you think? People don't like it. I own that because one of my friends was just not happy with it. What do you think? As I guess a lay person. What's your opinion? Alright, this is better. This isn't looking good. Nope. The voice acting is a lot desired, but you like the stone powers. You've been enjoying yourself. Yeah, I thought they did a better job with Marvel vs. Capcom 3's voice acting. I did like the cutscenes, though, in Marvel Infinite. Yeah, this stage just has some very tricky formations that really mess me up, which is part of the reason why I just lose on this stage. I've been trying to do a 1 credit run of this game, and consistently I lose at stage 8 or this stage. Cluster. There we go. Enjoy the subtle, not safe for work jokes they got in there. Oh boy, you should tell me that in the 25 and up stream. Wink. You see, the joke is that doesn't actually exist. Oy, that was a really bad shot. But that was a pretty good shot. I guess it all evens out in that regard. There was some good not safe for work here. Alright, folks. Branch K or branch L? Morgan and Shuma. Ooh, kissy. Got 1 vote for L. K for Kaka. So we got 1 vote for L, 1 vote for K. Ladies and gentlemen, there are no tiebreakers. Well, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I mean, the story is really just the Marvel and Capcom people gotta beat up Galactus, or he's gonna eat both worlds, or something like that. L, we'll go path L. Sorry, Carlos. That might have done it. Oh boy. This is another bad stage for me. Just consistently. Okay, it might be a bit of a comeback. Nope. Nope. Oi. Why am I saying oi? I'm not Jewish. I feel like that comment's gonna come back to bite me at some point. I guess it just merited saying oi. Damn it. Okay. If I could embarrass Mr. I hope I'm not gonna get hell for this. There was one time when we were hanging out, I'm gonna say like 2 years ago. And we were going somewhere and he was having a hard time parking and he said oy vey. And then I said with probably this exact inflection, that was also Jewish. I'm gonna shut up now. Oh my god. The board's gonna come after me. What board? The cutting board. Let's see. You people are talking about hopefully another thing that may not get me in trouble. I don't know. That's okay. But when I embarrass people, I want to be like good kind of embarrassment, not like you know, naked pictures of somebody embarrassment. That's just plain embarrassing. It's gotta be like so-and-so donated, damn it, donated like $5 million to the homeless, and then you think, wow, that much? What a wiener. You know, that's good kind of embarrassment. Excuse me. Naked pictures aren't that embarrassing. You tell that to any kind of celebrity involved in a scam. Damn it! I keep saying things that are possibly inflammatory, and I don't want to talk about the weather. I hope the cold isn't killing anybody. Like, jeez, I spent most of my life in the South, even though I'm born in Pennsylvania. So you'd think I'd have some kind of like natural resilience to the snow, but I realize that I just don't like it. I just don't like it. When it hit below freezing in Texas, I think it really was just not good for my mood, personally. I think it was just bad for my depression. I think it was not good for me physically. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's your chain reaction. But then, like, when some of my friends, like, one of my contacts who she's done some artwork for me, she lives in Alberta, Canada, and it's negative 30 degrees there, and I just think that's 60 degrees colder than when it was so cold I couldn't feel like I could function correctly. Like, geez. And then she's saying, hey, I'm gonna go out and walk in the cold and get some marijuana because it's legal there, and cat food, and it's just I just think, you know, I'm such a baby compared to you. Oh boy. This is the kind of stupid crap I ramble about, people. I'll check chat in the moment. I don't know if I probably lost like half my fan base for that. Let's see. Baker mentioned it's raining sideways. Let's see. You had to clean the sidewalk in the freaking cold. Fuck that. We're all silly tonight. We have too much of your favorite drink. What, you mean water? Baker says that she can't do Canada weather. Juan wants to find Elmo. I'm gonna have a hard time on that. Michelle, I don't... Okay, so Alberta, I mean, it just sounds like a real armpit as far as weather is concerned. But, like, if you know What is the most northern part of Canada called? I'm supposed to be the geography expert. Novanet? Northern Territory? Novanet? Am I getting that correctly? That's one of those things that I only see on a map. I've never heard anybody use that word out loud. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't type at the moment because my keyboard isn't plugged in. What is it called? Novitat? Novanet? Folks, I'm not Canadian. Help me out. No, none of it. I'll be having none of it. Let me tell you. I hear that it can get like even colder than Alberta there, and that my brain can't process that. I don't know how anybody could live there. My hat's off to any indigenous people who have to survive that weather and like eat seals and puffins to survive, because that just, oh my god, that sounds so desolate and remote. I'll be having none of that. No, I'll be having none of it. And yet, I've heard the joke about Alberta being the Texas of Canada several times. It seems like the case. Actually, before I got laid off from that job that I really liked, one of the last things I did was ship like a few thousand pounds of metal to Alberta. So I don't know if that's some kind of omen or something. But Alberta has a really nice theater scene from what I've heard. That's game over now. Have I seen the Sonic movie? Maybe next week. I have to be very careful with my movie budget this year because I'm really not making a whole lot of money, and I need to. Several people have told me that it's very good, even though it's predictable. We'll see. I hate to be the, adult who the kid, excuse me, kid at the grocery store is like, mommy, can I have the candy bar? And we'll see. I had to be like that, but in this case, yeah, that's how I feel about that. Seeing that could possibly be the difference between me like having dinner one day, so we'll see. Okay, I think I'm at a point where I can win. This is good. There's 11 more rounds left if people are willing to see this all the way through. That's what I committed to, and I'm gonna do it, darn it. But that might be it for tonight. Thank y'all for staying so long, wow. More romantic than Twilight. That's, pretty low bar right there. Boom. Da-da-da-da. What's more romantic than Twilight? G Gundam? Good choice. G Gundam. G Gundam had some great ending themes. Really just nice funky bass going on. And the great thing about G Gundam is that you don't need to know anything about the Gundam franchise to enjoy it. Because it's just a silly robot fight show. Aye, that's not a good shot. I'll have to catch up with chat in a moment. The thing, it just did the refresh thing. This isn't looking good either. No, this is not looking good. Okay. Recovered a bit. Nope. Damn. Not sure how much of a difference that makes, but there we go. And there we go. So the honeycomb formations on the side, I'm not sure what else to call them. The ball doesn't ricochet off of them like it normally does. It gets stuck to them, so that's what makes the stage a little bit tricky. Nothing impossible though. Nothing that I can't handle. Let's see. Branch Q or Branch R is the next vote. Vanessa says hello. Hello. See, Carla said something about poop. Thanks for sharing. Juan wants to know how cute I think baby Mr. Pita is. I don't find him to be terribly adorable. He feels very like forced cuteness to me. Okay, path Q or path R, people. Got 2 more branches left, and then the game is over. What's the LOL in reference to? Juan says Q. Q for Star Trek. I guess. So we got 1 vote for Q. And I'm back. Yeah, okay, we'll do Path Q. I think that is in an icy land. Yep. The state is very tricky. One shot, there we go. And can we do it? I think I messed it up, but oh! Not too bad. Another tough stage. Just look at the limited space you have to work with. Aye. Getting down to the wire here. Nah, I think I messed up. Okay, never mind. Nope. Q is for quackers. You know, Second Impact I think has pretty good music. It's just, you know, they changed the controls a little bit, so it's a little bit weird. I was expecting a Ricochet. It's a little bit weird jumping back and forth between the older versions of Street Fighter 3. And we're done. I'll quack you up. This game is relaxing to watch. There's a certain trippy aspect to it, I guess. Well, if y'all like what you've seen, one of my upcoming video projects is going to be about this series. And I have Carlos and Tony to thank for their contributions to that. So it's going to be some work. I'm trying to get it out in 2 weeks, but it should be really nice. Starting to look ugly. Alright, there's 5 more levels left and we're done with the game. Top 10 wheels. I don't know what that means. Hot Wheels? I love Hot Wheels. Oh boy. And there we go. There's a car in a fighting game once. It's pretty funny stuff. There goes most of it. But the rainbow is gone. Alright. Stage W or the special stage? The question mark stage. W or question mark? Last 5 levels. At this point, the game is not very difficult anymore. Usually the second to last stage gives me a little bit of trouble, but I think I got the really hard stage. 1 for special. W for William. 2 for special. Daytona. 1 for W. Excuse me. 2 for 1 for W. 2 for special. Anybody else? Daytona is not a. Alright, the special ending. This is a very tricky stage. This is where it really does feel like a puzzle. You gotta... So those flashing balls, when you touch one, the rest of the same color disappear. So that's the trick of this one. Let's see if I can get through with this. Alright. Because what I want to do is cause a big reaction. Good. There we go. I guess kind of like the game Bobble, which this is a spin-off of. The difficulty of the game wildly varies. Because there's 100 levels in Bobble, 100 short levels, but 100 nonetheless. And the difficulty, I mean, it goes up and down like a roller coaster. I couldn't think of a better simile at the moment, so yeah. We do roller coaster. Doom. Oh boy. Nope. So I'm assuming that William is using quack as a substitute for the F word. That's interesting. Pretty interesting. Hey baby, wanna quack? You people are very mysterious and arcane. Like a wizard. There we go. Alright, let's see. No more comments. 3 levels left. Oh, this level can go to hell. I hate it. Oh, it's not a good formation at all. Why are we saying random Pokemon names? Can confirm that there's only one judgment meter. Here we go. This is really the last level that will really challenge me. The final stage is kind of like a gag on purpose, but moves here are pretty limited. And yet, I don't think this will drive me crazy as some of the other puzzle levels, for lack of a better word. They're all puzzle levels. And, yep, one more level left. Oh boy, they did this to me. This is actually pretty tricky. Of course, I talk about how easy the last level is, and it throws me like that, right? Pride goes before fall. There you go. I think I just got a bad draw there. You are now king. That's the ending you all got. There's different endings for different paths, but in this one, Bub becomes the king. One more thing. Referencing Jackie Chan Adventures. Alright, ladies and gentlefolk, that was this path of Puzzle Bobble 2, one of my favorite arcade games. So I wish I didn't die so much at that one part that I don't remember what it was, but pissed me off. But, yeah, hopefully, oh my god, Juan with the freaking Jackie Chan Adventure references. I'm not just winner, I'm king. So, yeah, I highly recommend getting this game on your Switch or PS4. Some of you have at least one of those things. And then we're all the little Bubble Bobble characters on the bottom. It's adorable. All right, well that's gonna about do it for today. Stay tuned for the next Software Agents video. If y'all saw the coffee link that the software bot posted, if y'all want to help us out, let us know. I mean, any little bit helps me out tremendously. What a strange monarchy system. Yeah, I went on about 30 minutes later than expected, but yeah. Check out the coffee link if you haven't already. If you want to help us out. Yeah, great stream. A lot of fun for me, hopefully for y'all too. New video. I want to try to do 2 more by the end of the month, but realistically, I think at least one's gonna happen. We're just gonna see. I don't know when the next one of these is gonna happen. So just keep that in mind. But let's see if I can find where's the freaking coffee link. Computers are so damn slow today. Wasn't even my best score ever, so. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. I don't know how many people would want to watch me perform adequately at a 25-year-old video game, but here we are. One more thing for later. Freaking uncle, man. That's great. Yeah, and remember to thumbs it up if you haven't already. That helps us out. Oh, yeah. But I think that's going to be it for me.